Some cars fade with time, while others become eternal works of art. In this video, we explore 10 legendary machines that continue to turn heads no matter how many decades pass. From the elegant Jaguar E-Type to the daring Ferrari Testarossa, from the precision of the Porsche 911 to the commanding presence of the Rolls-Royce Phantom, these cars prove that true design never ages. Each chapter reveals the story behind a masterpiece, the year it shined the brightest, and why it still captivates enthusiasts today. This is more than a list. It's a journey through automotive icons that remind us beauty on wheels can last forever. In the number 10 position, we have the Porsche 911, a car that has remained a style icon for more than half a century. Out of all its versions, the 1995 Porsche 911 Carrera from the 993 generation is often considered the most recommended year by both enthusiasts and Consumer Reports. Why? Because it was the last air-cooled 911, blending traditional Porsche character with modern reliability. When you first look at the 911, you might wonder what makes it so special. After all, its design seems simple: round headlights, a sloping roofline, and that unmistakable rear-engine stance. But that's exactly the magic. The design doesn't scream for attention, yet it turns heads everywhere. It's like classic fashion. It never goes out of style. The 1995 911 Carrera stands out because it sits perfectly between old and new. It kept the raw, connected driving feel of earlier models, but introduced refined suspension, improved build quality, and a sleeker design. That balance has made it the favorite of both collectors and drivers who want a car they can actually enjoy on the road. What truly makes the Porsche 911 look good forever is its evolution. Unlike many cars that change completely with each generation, the 911 only evolves, staying faithful to its roots. Park a 1995 model next to a 2025 version, and you'll see the same DNA running through both. Few cars in history can achieve that kind of design consistency. For many, the Porsche 911 isn't just a car. It's a rolling reminder that timeless design never fades. And that's why it deserves a place on our list of cars that will always look good. In the number 9 position, we have the Jaguar E-Type, a car so beautiful that even Enzo Ferrari, the founder of Ferrari, once called it the most beautiful car ever made. While every version of the E-Type is admired, the 1967 Jaguar E-Type Series 1 4.2 Roadster is often highlighted as the most recommended year by experts and Consumer Reports. This model combined the original sleek design with improved performance and comfort, making it the perfect balance of beauty and usability. The E-Type is the kind of car that makes people stop in their tracks. Its endless bonnet stretches forward like a piece of sculpture, while its low stance hugs the ground with elegance and power. In the 1960s, it was revolutionary, and today, more than 50 years later, it still looks like a work of art on wheels. The 1967 Series 1 Roadster added subtle refinements without losing the purity of the original design. Its larger 4.2-liter engine gave it smoother performance, while the interior upgrades made it more comfortable for long drives. Yet none of these changes interfered with the stunning curves and timeless profile that define the E-Type. What makes the Jaguar E-Type look good forever is how effortlessly it blends style with performance. It doesn't just sit pretty, it backs up its looks with real speed and engineering. Park one today beside modern sports cars, and it doesn't look outdated. It looks classic, elegant, and even more desirable. The Jaguar E-Type is proof that when design is done right, it doesn't age. Instead, it becomes eternal. That's why the 1967 E-Type Roadster remains one of the greatest automotive icons ever created. In the number 8 position, we have the Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Gullwing, a car that looks like it drove straight out of the future, even though it first appeared in the 1950s. Of all its versions, the 1955 Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Gullwing is the most recommended year by collectors and enthusiasts. It was the model that showcased both the car's revolutionary engineering and its breathtaking design. The first thing anyone notices about the 300 SL is its iconic doors. They don't swing out like a normal car's. They open upward like the wings of a bird, giving the car its nickname, Gullwing. Even today, few designs are as dramatic or instantly recognizable. But the Gullwing isn't just about doors. Its long, sweeping hood, smooth curves, and perfect proportions make it one of the most elegant cars ever built. Back in 1955, the 300 SL was groundbreaking for more than just its looks. It was also the fastest production car in the world at the time, thanks to its fuel-injected straight-six engine. It wasn't just pretty, it had performance to match, making it as thrilling to drive as it was to admire. What makes the Gullwing look good forever is the way it captures both innovation and style in one package. It's futuristic without being flashy, elegant without being plain. Place a 1955 300 SL Gullwing next to modern supercars, and it still holds its own with ease. The Mercedes-Benz 300 SL Gullwing is more than just a car. It's a symbol of vision, craftsmanship, and timeless beauty. That's why nearly 70 years later, it continues to be one of the most admired and sought-after designs in automotive history. In the number 7 position, we have the Chevrolet Corvette Stingray, specifically the 1963 Corvette Stingray split-window coupe, which is widely considered the most iconic and recommended year. Consumer reports and car historians often point to this model because it combined bold American muscle with daring design, making it one of the most memorable Corvettes ever built. The 1963 Stingray didn't just look different, it looked like nothing else on the road. Its sharp lines, hidden headlights, and dramatic fender curves gave it an aggressive but elegant presence. The most famous feature, of course, was the split rear window. While it only appeared for that year, it has become one of the most distinctive styling cues in automotive history. This Corvette wasn't just about looks. It was a performance machine, equipped with a powerful V8 engine that gave drivers the thrill of raw American horsepower. But it was the way Chevrolet combined that performance with design flair that made the Stingray unforgettable. It was fast, stylish, and ahead of its time. What makes the 1963 Stingray look good forever is its balance between boldness and beauty. Unlike some muscle cars that can look dated as trends change, the Stingray's design feels permanently fresh. Its sculpted body lines could sit in a modern showroom today and still turn heads. The Corvette Stingray is more than a classic. It's a statement of American pride and innovation. The split-window coupe in particular has earned legendary status, not just among Corvette fans, but across the entire car world. That's why, even 6 decades later, it remains one of the most admired designs ever to hit the streets. In the number 6 position, we have the Aston Martin DB5, a car that has become a symbol of timeless British elegance. While the DB5 was produced from 1963 to 1965, the 1964 Aston Martin DB5 is often regarded as the most recommended year. This model gained global fame as James Bond's car in Goldfinger, cementing its place not just in automotive history, but also in pop culture. The DB5's design is pure sophistication. Its polished chrome grille, graceful curves, and long, sculpted hood give it an understated beauty that never feels dated. Unlike cars that try to shock with sharp edges or wild features, the DB5 achieves perfection through balance and refinement. It looks powerful without being aggressive, elegant without being plain. Underneath that stunning body, the DB5 also delivered performance. Its 4.0-liter straight-six engine produced a smooth but commanding drive, making it as enjoyable on winding country roads as it was on city streets. This wasn't just a car to look at, it was a car to experience. What makes the Aston Martin DB5 look good forever is its ability to embody timeless style. Park one next to any modern luxury car, and it still radiates presence. It doesn't need oversized wheels or dramatic lines. Its beauty comes from restraint in perfect proportions. The DB5's connection to James Bond only adds to its legend. For many people, it isn't just a car. It's the ultimate symbol of charm, class, and sophistication. Owning or even seeing one feels like stepping into a piece of history that will never lose its shine. The 1964 Aston Martin DB5 isn't just timeless, it's iconic, and that's why it deserves its spot on this list of cars that will always look good. In the number 5 position, we have the Ferrari 250 GTO, a car so rare and beautiful that it's often described as the holy grail of classic Ferraris. Built between 1962 and 1964, the 1962 Ferrari 250 GTO is widely considered the most recommended year. It was the first version of the car, and today it stands as one of the most valuable and admired automobiles ever created. At first glance, the 250 GTO doesn't shout for attention. Its design is sleek, purposeful, and almost understated compared to some of Ferrari's flashier models. But that's exactly why it works. Every curve and vent serves a purpose, blending aerodynamics with artistry. The long nose, rounded fenders, and flowing roofline create a shape that feels both aggressive and elegant. The 250 GTO wasn't just about looks, it was a weapon on the racetrack. Powered by a 3.0-liter V12 engine, it dominated international racing in the early 1960s, winning against the best in the world. Its blend of performance and beauty made it the perfect example of form-meeting function. What makes the Ferrari 250 GTO look good forever is its purity. There are no unnecessary design elements. Everything is in perfect balance. Even today, when technology and design trends have changed so much, the 250 GTO still feels modern, almost timeless. The rarity of this car only adds to its mystique. With only 36 ever built, each one is a piece of automotive history worth tens of millions of dollars. For collectors and enthusiasts, it represents the peak of Ferrari's golden era. The 1962 Ferrari 250 GTO is more than a car, it's a legend. Its timeless design, racing pedigree, and unmatched rarity ensure it will always stand among the greatest cars in history. In the number 4 position, we have the Lamborghini Miura, a car that many consider the world's first true supercar. While it was produced from 1966 to 1973, the 1967 Lamborghini Miura P400 is often regarded as the most recommended year. This early version introduced the world to a groundbreaking design that redefined what a sports car could look like. The Miura stunned everyone when it debuted. Its body sat impossibly low, with sweeping curves and headlights that looked like eyes framed by dramatic eyelashes. The proportions were radical for the time, with a mid-engine layout that set the template for nearly every supercar that followed. It was exotic, bold, and unlike anything people had ever seen before. The 1967 Miura wasn't just about style, it backed up its beauty with serious performance. Its 3.9-liter V12 engine produced over 350 horsepower, delivering speed that few cars of its era could match. But it was the way it looked while doing it that made jaws drop. The Miura wasn't just a car you drove, it was a car you admired, photographed, and dreamed about. What makes the Lamborghini Miura look good forever is its sense of drama. Even today, more than 50 years later, it looks futuristic and daring. Place a Miura next to modern Lamborghinis like the Aventador or Revuelto, and you'll instantly see its influence. The Miura changed the way people thought about supercars. It proved that cars could be rolling works of art as well as performance machines. The 1967 P400 remains the perfect example of this balance, and that's why it continues to be one of the most breathtaking cars ever designed. In the number 3 position, we have the Ford GT40, a car that wasn't just built to look good, it was built to make history. While the GT40 dominated Le Mans from 1966 to 1969, the 1966 Ford GT40 Mach 2 is considered the most recommended year. That was the car that achieved the legendary 1-2-3 finish at Le Mans, cementing Ford's triumph over Ferrari. The GT40's design was born from racing, but it had a beauty that went far beyond the track. Its impossibly low stance, wide proportions, and aerodynamic curves gave it an aggressive but sleek profile. The car looked like pure speed, sculpted into metal. Even standing still, it seemed ready to roar down the Mulsanne Straight. What made the 1966 GT40 special was the way it balanced looks with function. Every vent, every line, every angle served a purpose, but together they created a design that was both functional and timeless. The wide body and flared fenders gave it presence, while the mid-engine layout set a new standard for race cars and supercars alike. Under the hood, the Mecha 2 packed a monstrous 7.0-liter V8, giving it the power to challenge Ferrari and win. But what keeps it on this list isn't just its victory, it's the way it looked while doing it. The GT40 became a symbol of determination, innovation, and American grit. What makes the Ford GT40 look good forever is that it captures a moment in time, an underdog story frozen in metal. Even today, its design feels modern, purposeful, and breathtaking. The 1966 GT40 isn't just a race car. It's an icon that represents one of the greatest rivalries in automotive history. In the number 2 position, we have the Rolls-Royce Phantom, a car that has defined timeless luxury for nearly a century. While there have been many generations, the 2003 Rolls-Royce Phantom 7 is often considered the most recommended year. This model marked the rebirth of Rolls-Royce under BMW ownership, combining traditional craftsmanship with modern engineering while keeping the brand's unmistakable presence. The Phantom is not about being flashy. It's about elegance and authority. Its massive grille, long hood, and perfectly sculpted bodywork create a design that feels royal. The Spirit of Ecstasy ornament at the front isn't just a symbol. It's a promise that what follows is unmatched craftsmanship and style. The 2003 Phantom 7 was particularly important because it carried the classic Rolls-Royce DNA into the modern era. Its proportions were bold but graceful, and its lines were simple yet powerful. Inside, the cabin was hand-built with the finest materials, offering a level of detail and comfort that few cars could even dream of matching. What makes the Phantom look good forever is its refusal to chase trends. While other luxury cars change dramatically to keep up with the times, the Phantom evolves slowly and deliberately, ensuring that each version feels timeless rather than temporary. It's a car that doesn't age, it matures. Even today, the 2003 Phantom still looks fresh, as if it could have been released yesterday. That's the beauty of true design mastery. It's not about shock value. It's about creating something so well proportioned and so perfectly executed that it will always command respect. The Rolls-Royce Phantom is more than transportation. It's a moving masterpiece, and that's why it has earned its place among cars that will look good forever. In the number 1 position, we have the Ferrari Testarossa, a car that defined an entire era of style and excess. While it was produced from 1984 to 1996, the 1985 Ferrari Testarossa is often considered the most recommended year. It was the early version that captured the pure, untamed character of the car before later updates refined it. The Testarossa is instantly recognizable thanks to its dramatic side strakes, often called cheese graters, that run along the doors and rear fenders. Combined with its wide stance and low profile, it gave the car a look that was futuristic in the 1980s and remains striking today. Few cars can match its ability to turn heads from across the street. The 1985 Testarossa was more than just a showpiece. Underneath that bold design was a 4.9-liter flat 12 engine that delivered both incredible speed and an unforgettable soundtrack. It could cruise comfortably on city streets, yet roar with authority on open highways. Ferrari didn't just build a fast car, they built a style icon that performed as brilliantly as it looked. What makes the Testarossa look good forever is how daring it was. While many cars of its time played it safe, the Testarossa broke all the rules. Its sharp lines, exaggerated proportions, and fearless design made it a poster car for an entire generation. Even today, it doesn't feel outdated. It feels iconic. The Testarossa's presence in pop culture, from movies to TV shows, only added to its legend. But beyond the screen, it remains one of Ferrari's boldest statements, a car that refuses to fade with time. The 1985 Ferrari Testarossa is not just a reminder of the past, it's proof that some designs truly are eternal.